Oh, man. I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. To start off, I'm going to just go ahead and say this. Carolina Panthers, we suck at home this season. We suck at home. Even with Cam Newton's return, we just cannot win a game at home. And that's exactly, whether this is considered a trap game or not, I think it is. But we just can't win at home. Plain and simple as that. We can't win good. We can't win at home. We can't win at home. Terry McLaurin was Dante Jackson's kryptonite. Taylor Heineke looked like a Pro Bowler today. Antonio Gibson ran all over us. The defense looked completely lost. But yet Cam had a great game. His homecoming, Cam played well. No turnovers. Made good throws, made good decisions. And this is what we get for it. This is what we get for it. So, Carolina Panthers fall to 5-6 after losing to the Washington football team by a final score of 27-21. I'm already getting chats in, so let me give y'all some love. Ace, what's up, Ace? Welcome. Cam played good, but re-signed Stephon, let Dante walk. Perhaps. Hey, Josh, good to see you. It's why I said any win was a surprise. I mean, but honestly, Josh, we were going up against the ranked 30th defense on third down efficiency on defense and the ranked 32nd on passing defense. We really should have been airing it out all game. So there's really no excuse. Scout, or I don't know if I said that right. Welcome. As a Panther fan, I'm for real heartbroken. You and me both. Cam didn't make many good decisions at the end, but keep pounding. Nah, I can't put that on Cam. Like that fourth down throw to Christian McCaffrey, I thought that should have been pass interference because it looked like McCaffrey got hit before he made the catch. I don't know why that wasn't a pass interference, but he clearly got hit before he even made that catch. So I felt like that should have been pass interference. And then the sack, I mean, honestly, I would have felt like he would have ran early, being that it was 4th and 3, but I can't really put a lot of today on Cam. I mean, it was just really unfortunate that the pocket collapsed and he had to eat a sack. Ace says they should have put Stephon on Terry in the start. WTF. This one knocks us out of the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, we're not out. We're back one game. So sorry about that. What happened to the defense, y'all? That's really what I'm stuck on. What happened to the defense? They look completely lost today. I mean, look at this. Washington got 24 first downs on us today, 10 in the air, 12 on the ground. Washington was 6 of 13 on third down, so almost 50%. And they were 2 of 2 on fourth downs. Like, defense just could not stop anybody. I mean, I don't know how we were able to get 3 sacks because, I mean, we struggled on dialing up pressure. But Taylor Heineke, 16 of 22, 206 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 3. What is up with us going up against these low-name quarterbacks? I mean, we already lost a bad trap game to the Giants. And now we just lost to the dang on Washington team. They had 369 total yards against us today, against our number 2 ranked defense. Our offense played well today. I gotta give credit to the offense today. There were a few questionable play calls, but I gotta give offense their props. Cam Newton played well, had 3 touchdowns today, 1 on the ground, 2 through the air. So I can't get on Cam's case. I don't think anybody should get on Cam's case. And if there are folks out there that believe we lost this game because of Cam Newton, y'all are freaking delusional. I don't care how much of a Cam hater you may be. If you honestly felt like this loss was on Cam, I'm going to just say it. You're a freaking idiot. I'm going to just say it. You're an idiot. And I normally don't do that. Ace says, Taylor Heineke looked like the second coming of Patrick Mahomes mixed with prime Brett Favre. Pretty much. I think the biggest dagger in our hearts, we had them on a 3rd and 21. And we're playing a super prevent defense to the point where they ended up getting 18 yards on that 3rd down to force a 4th and 3. Had 2 opportunities to get the sack on that 4th down, and we still let Taylor Heineke get the throw off and make the 1st down. When we gave up that much yardage on 2 downs like that, defense just looked completely lost. They looked completely lost today. Matt Rule also let the cloud sway him. I mean, going forward on that 4th down that we tried to do. I mean, on one of those 4th down attempts, I just thought it was a bad play call. Like I said, the second 4th down that we went for, I thought that was a bad play call. The last one we did, or no, excuse me. Yeah, it was the second one because it was the pass. I thought that should have been pass interference. I thought that should have been pass interference because they hit McCaffrey before he made that catch. Did you see how we were on 3rd and 2, incomplete pass, and then next down it said 4th and 3? They rigged us. I didn't notice. I don't know if they got the spot wrong but no, I didn't notice that. Interesting. But I do felt like there were a lot of calls that were just like a couple of good runs we had brought back from holding. And Justin Burris, dude. Justin Burris, come on, man. Come on, dude. On the late hit, come on, dude. Justin Burris, man. Justin Burris and Dante Jackson were the main two that got on my nerves the most throughout this game. Dante Jackson is showing the Dante Jackson from the Steelers game that kept getting smoked. What was it? Kept getting smoked by Juju? Or was it Antonio Brown? I forget. Somebody remind me. Michael Jordan had sold us a bit. Yeah, he actually had a few penalties. And when you look at it, I mean, speaking of penalties, we had 7. We had 7 today for 65 yards. So we did find in the red zone our one red zone attempt. But just, we had the one turnover. It was Antonio. Okay, thank you, Ace. Thanks for the clarification. I knew it had to have been one of those big names. But yeah, Antonio Brown. Gotcha. But yeah, Dante he got smoked today. Dante Jackson just flat out got smoked today. I felt like after that first long pass, they should have switched it up. They should have switched it up and either put Stephon Gilmore on McLaurin. I mean, McLaurin was their top receiver coming into this game. So it's like, when you see that happen, you got to switch it up and you got to put Stephon Gilmore on McLaurin. That was their top receiver. And he ate today. Daniel Duncan, welcome to the chat. Today it was defense and also offensive play calls. The O-line hurt us as always. I mean, the O-line, I think the main thing with the O-line was penalties. Penalties and just, I mean, Cam had a decent amount of time. I mean, he got sacked once. But I think what hurt with the O-line were the penalties. I think that's what really hurt with the O-line. And, of course, Dennis Daly got hurt. He says it took a third-string center to get pressure on Taylor. Yeah. Like, I don't know what was up. It took Hassan Reddick forever to even finally get that sack. But, like, we just did not do a good job of pressure. And then when we let them back in the second quarter, that really hurt going into halftime, especially considering they got the ball to begin the second half. So just I put this loss on the defense, on the Carolina defense. They were not awake today. They did not play good today. Plain and simple as that. The defense just flat out did not play good today. And the sad thing about it is, Joey Sly is feeling himself right now. Joey Sly is feeling himself. Because he just beat his former team. Deep down, Joey Sly is feeling himself. Because they just beat us today. He's rubbing it in. Let's look at some stats. Like I said, Cam Newton played excellent. 21 of 27, 189 yards. 189 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did get sacked once at the end. Also had 10 carries for 46 yards and a 24-yard rushing touchdown. Cam did his thing today. He did his thing today. Christian McCaffrey, 10 carries, 59 yards. I would have thought Christian McCaffrey, it looked like he got a lot more carries than 10. I'm kind of surprised he only had 10 carries. And the only other person that had a carry was Amir Abdullah, 1 carry for 6 yards. I'm like, whatever happened to rotating the running backs in? Joe Brady, what the heck? Coach Rule, what the heck? Whatever happened to the rotation of running backs? I don't know why that was missing. Welcome, Nathan John. Of course, the defense decides to take a game off when the offense was fine. Hey, Rule and Snow, just a heads up. Stephon Gilmore was Defensive Player of the Year for a reason, and you go with D-Jack. You big dummies. How stupid can you be? Another self-inflicted loss. I'm out. Too depressing to talk about this team after that. Have a good night, boys. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Hopefully, Lord willing, we'll bounce back. But I feel you. We'll catch up with you soon, though. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. A says, man, I've said we should trade for Marcus May. I don't know if you remember me saying that. I think I do. Wasn't it like a long while back? I want to say it was like a long while back, but I think I remember you saying that. I do think I remember you saying that. I just don't remember if it was a live stream or if you had put a comment, but I do remember you saying that, Ace. I definitely do. The receiving game, I mean, Christian McCaffrey, 7 receptions, 60 yards, a touchdown, which I will say that touchdown pass from Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey, that was an amazing throw. I thought it was a bad decision, but wow, that was an amazing throw. He put that on the money. And then, of course, the touchdown throw on the run to DJ Moore up the middle. Beautiful. DJ, 5 receptions, 50 yards. Robbie Anderson, 5 receptions, 30 yards. Trumbull was involved a little bit there. But offense was fine today. Offense was fine. For the most part, offense was fine. Offense put up 21 points. Yeah, like 2 weeks before the deadline, and I said I wanted Allen. Oh, yeah, Allen Robinson and Marcus May. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Daniel Duncan says, I feel like we have to win out on all our division games just to really make the playoffs. Well, I mean, we're still undefeated in our division, but now the problem is we've only won 2 games at home. We are not doing a good job at home this season, y'all. We suck at home. Like, this is a problem. And this is yet another home loss. I mean, we're not doing a good job of protecting home field. We've lost 4 home games this season. So I'm sure we came into this game with a lot of energy, but now it's been shot up and out of the building now with this loss at home. And it sucks because Cam Newton played great. I mean, win or loss, Cam doesn't deserve any hate for this game. Plain and simple as that. But, man, Taylor Heineke, 16 of 22, 206 yards and 3 touchdowns. Antonio Gibson, 19 carries, 95 yards. Even McKissick got some love. 7 carries, 46 yards. I mean, they had 40 runs. Even Taylor Heineke had a couple of RPO runs. And then the receiving game, Terry McLaurin had a field day. 5 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown. And then Cam Sims, DeAndre Carter both had touchdowns. But yeah, Taylor Heineke in this game looking like a Pro Bowl quarterback. Ace. Ooh, an interesting stat. Look at Ace's comment. 0-4 against the NFC least. That's sad. Yeah. We're 0-4 against the NFC East. We've lost to all 4 NFC East teams. Let that sink in. For those that don't remember, the NFC East, Philadelphia Eagles, Washington football team, Dallas Cowboys, and the New York Giants. And we lost to all 4 of those teams. Let that sink in. We lost to the entire NFC East. And I know a big majority, of our fan base, including myself, we usually talk a lot of trash about the NFC East. And the NFC East this season had their way with us. Yeah, I'm trying not to think about that. LOL. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Gemini, good to see you. They should have rotated Cam and PJ like they did last game. I would have loved to have seen that. I definitely would have loved to have seen that. But for playing the whole game, Cam did do good. He did do good. So I will give him that. But it would have been nice to see them come into this game with a, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it sort of mentality. So even though the O-line played decent, we need to get Mitchell Schwartz and David DeCastro, former KC and Pittsburgh O-linemen, 2 experienced and good linemen. Yeah, we still, for the long run, we still definitely need to fix and tool the O-line, for sure. For sure. Yeah, he did. The defense couldn't stop the run. Yeah. I mean, Gibson was 5 yards away from 100. And my thing was, they really should have adjusted after the McLaurin touchdown. They really should have switched things up. I mean, either AJ Bouye on Terry McLaurin or put Stephon Gilmore on Terry McLaurin. But nah, they kept Dante Jackson on him. And if it wasn't for the overthrows from Heineke, McLaurin would have had at least another deep touchdown. Let's just be honest. The NFC East games, besides the Dallas game, was supposed to be easy games too. Yeah. And the sad thing about it was the one game that really should have been the easiest, we got smoked in, and that was against the Giants. We got smoked in that game. This is a big setback, y'all. This is a really big setback. Put way too much trust in Dante. Yeah, Dante he got smoked all game. I think Phil Snow should have made the proper adjustments. But just what really bothered me, that 3rd and 21, you get the big play, you get the big sack, and 3rd and 21, and you play this big prevent Hail Mary defense and give up 18 yards. And then 4th and 3, have 2 opportunities to get the sack, and you just completely blow it. When that happened, Honestly, hold on. Honestly, when that happened, I thought to myself, I got a bad feeling that if we lose this game, it's going to be because of the defense. It's going to be because of the defense. Throw the team away. Ugh, yikes. But yeah, this defense just the defense just blew up. This defense blew up today in a bad way. And you know, Coach Ron. And what's sad is we let this team beat us after Coach Ron Rivera's comments about how bold it was that we signed Cam Newton in the first place, bringing him back. And we turn around and we let this Washington team beat us. This one hurt. This one definitely hurt. Cam Newton's homecoming. This one hurt. Too much talent to be playing the way we did. Absolutely. 1,000,000% agree. Mr. Gemini says, do you think the season is over now? No. No, I definitely don't think the season's over. Nah. Not until we are officially out of the playoffs, meaning we don't have a chance to make the playoffs. But we haven't gotten there yet. You got to remember, we still are undefeated in our division. We bounce back and see how we do coming out of the bye. We're not done yet. It ain't over until it's over. And I learned that the hard way. The 7-8-1 season that we made it to the playoffs and even won a playoff game. After going through that, I'm not making that same mistake so early. Nah, I can't do that. Ace says, I say keep Cam for at least one more year and build up safety and offensive line. Ron basically dissed us. He did. He pretty much did. And he got his payback. He got his payback because we beat him last year. He got his payback this year. So, as far as Cam, I do really feel like if we somehow can still sneak in the playoffs, or if Cam just balls out and just happens to finish the year strong, I don't see why we shouldn't re-sign Cam, give him an extension. The Dolphins have been looking good lately too. Did they play their game today, or are they on a bye? Oh no, they beat the Jets. They beat the Jets. Yeah, so the Dolphins, they won today, so they improved to 4-7. So yeah. Dolphins gonna come into this next game with a victory. But like I said, gotta give some love for Cam Newton. Cam Newton came in, played a great game, and he did his best. He did his best. There were a few questionable play calls on a lot of those third and short situations, but I just really felt like one, I would have loved to have seen more carries spread out. I mean, the only three people that ran the ball were McCaffrey, Cam, and Amir had one carry. Like, where was Chuba Hubbard? Like, where was the rotation of the running backs that worked so well for us? Like, where was that? I felt like just we kept, once again, now that, Christian McCaffrey is supposedly back healthy, we're just overloading him again. 10 carries, 7 receptions. Like, we really got to balance it out a little bit more. We got to balance it out more. We really do. I didn't see any play action today. There was very little. Very, very little. Very little. Ace says the people that blame Cam just didn't like him in the first place, and they won't admit it. Okay, maybe some admit it, but most won't admit it. I think ever since the Super Bowl loss, a lot of them are just like, Cam sucks. Which, like I said, the Super Bowl loss wasn't on him anyway. It was on the O-line not protecting him. Yeah, where was Chuba? He was active, but I don't know. But yeah, I just really, I can't really be hard on the offense today. I can't. This just happened to be the one game where the offense played well, put up 21 points, and just the defense just fell apart. Defense fell apart. Jeremy Chin was the leading tackler. We got 3 sacks. One from Hassan Reddick, one from Brian Burns, and one from Marquise Haynes Sr. But we just got to do a better job of just pressure. We're not really getting enough consistent pressure. Why was Shy out? You know what? That's a good question. Why are we not seeing any Shy Smith? Ace, that's a good point. That is actually a really good point. I don't know what the deal with that is. Been seeing Brandon Zylstra in the lineup. He had a catch today, but we haven't really been seeing any Shy Smith. So I don't know what the deal with that is. But if somebody knows, do share. Do share. But this was a tough loss. This was a really tough loss. And honestly, it's really got me concerned, y'all. It's got me concerned. I really felt like, while the offense didn't put up 30 plus points like I hoped for, the offense still did their job. But the defense giving up 27 points, and to this team in particular that has a lot of former players, including a former coach. We have Buffalo and Tampa around the corner too. SMH. Yep. Right. Coming out of the bye. Sorry, I was waving to my niece and nephew. What was I saying? Yeah, just defense just fell apart today, and we got some questions. Got some questions. Like we gotta figure out what went wrong. I mean, coverage wise, why we're not getting enough pressure. ISO FL make the playoffs. Absolutely. We're not out of it, y'all. We're not out of it. Yeah, we're not officially eliminated. Right now we're down to we're at the 10th place right now. But we're only 5-6. We're not out of it. We're not out of it. But we really need to start winning at home. We've only won 2 games at home. We need to protect home field. The offensive line played well again today too. Yeah, they only gave up 1 sack. The only thing with the O line was penalties, and we had a few defensive penalties as well. But yeah, just oh man. But Burris really got on my nerves today, as well as Dante Jackson. I mean, the hit on Taylor Heineke on the slide. Although the one unnecessary roughness penalty, it looked like he led with his shoulder, but I guess it was the hit on a defenseless receiver. So, yeah. But like I said, for the most part, Cam played well. Like I said, I know he took a sack on that last play, and that just really sucked. And then the fourth down before, like I said, I really believe that was a pass interference when he hit run CMC before he made the catch. It looked like he got hit before making the catch. But we're seeing catches from Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore. We gotta spread the ball out just a little more. I really want to see more Tommy Tremble. I want to see more Terrace Marshall Jr. We need to beat Buffalo and Miami. Absolutely. We need to be better at third down conversions. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we struggled on third downs today. We were 2 of 9 on third downs. So we struggled badly on third downs today. And even though we didn't turn the ball over, we have to really be better disciplined. We need to cut down the penalties. Execution has to be better. It's a lot of things that has to be worked on. That's what hurt us the most too. Yeah. Matt Rule got out-coached today. No surprise. Yeah, that he did. We struggle on third down conversions every game. Yeah, I think the only game. I mean, looking at our history so far this year, I think the only game that we've had success on third downs is, of course, the Cardinals game. We were 7 of 15, and the Atlanta Falcons game. I believe those are the only 2 games this season we've done well on third downs on offense. And the thing that's sad about this is this game we were 2 of 9 on third downs, where the Washington team is in the bottom 30 ranked on defensive third down efficiency. That's sad. Cam only had 189 yards passing today. Honestly, he should have had a lot more, because we were playing against a defense that's ranked in the 30s and passing defense. So, Rule and Joe Brady needs to learn this not college football and need to go back to the drawing board and come up with better plays. ISO says, people calling us out on playoffs right now. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, we're not out of it yet. Like, folks need to chill until we are completely officially out. You know, if they want to talk, let them talk, but we're not officially out of the playoffs yet. Just like no one has really sealed a playoff spot yet. Officially. So, I mean, we can't let that get to us. We've got to stay positive and keep pounding and keep our heads up. That's the main thing. We're not out of this yet. We're not. Super Trebo, welcome to the chat. We have been horrible against NFC East teams this year. Thank God Washington was the last one this year. Last one, but it's still sad that we lost to all 4 teams. We still lost to all 4 teams. So it's just, yeah, it's not a good look. It's really not a good look, especially with us being in the NFC conference and we lost to a whole entire NFC East division. So it's just not a good look for Carolina right now. That on top of our record at home. And it sucks because there were 1 or 2 occasions where we were undefeated at home. As a matter of fact, in the Super Bowl appearance run with Cam, we didn't lose a single game at home that year. We didn't lose a single game at home. You know, we're usually known for taking care of home field, but this season, not so much. Not this season. We ain't taking care of home field, y'all. This is a problem. This is a big problem. Anyways, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. On offense, penalties, a little bit better play calling in certain situations like 3rd and shorts. And just overall, the execution has to be consistent. Aside from that, offense did well today. Offense did well today. We do have to spread the ball out better. Because the run game was way too much centered around Cam Newton and Christian McCaffrey. We got to get everybody involved. In the passing game, you know, there's a lot around McCaffrey, DJ Moore. Robbie Anderson has been getting more touches, so that's good. But really need to see more from Tommy Tremble, Ian Thomas, Terrace Marshall Jr., Shi Smith, if he decides to get put back into the lineup. So, I mean, we really need to see the ball spread out more. And then just on defense, I think overall they need to really start considering looking more deeper into the matchups. Now, don't get me wrong. Dante Jackson overall this year has done well overall. But this particular game, because he kept getting just burnt and destroyed, Phil Snow, you got to make those adjustments like that. Like that. You can't be so sold on, oh, I'll give him another chance, gets burnt. Oh, I'll give him another chance, gets burnt. No, you got to make those mid-game adjustments. We got to be better at that. Because the defense today was suspect. And Dante Jackson and Justin Burris were weak links. But yeah, this one hurt. Our defense just was not on point. All over the place. Too many folks open. Given too much of a cushion. Why they didn't move Stephon Gilmore to guard up Terry McLaurin is beyond me. I don't know. I really want Terrace to get involved. I mean, I do too. I do too. I mean, after all, here's our second round pick. Here's our second round pick. I don't know, y'all. We got one more game before the bye, which is against the Dolphins. Is that an away game or is that a home game? Let me see. I think that's an away game. Is that an away game? Yeah, it's an away game. And now that I think about it, y'all, we only have 2 home games left this season. Y'all do know that, right? We only have 2 home games left, which is against the Falcons and against the Bucks. Those are our last 2 home games. Yikes. Oh man. That's scary, y'all. That's scary. We only have 2 home games left, and we have not done well playing at home. And one of those home games is against the Bucks. Oh man. Six games left, y'all. It's going to be close. We're either going to barely make the playoffs or we're going to just flat out bomb and miss the playoffs. That's how I feel. But I will say this. We have to get this next win against the Dolphins. If we go into the bye at 5-7, I don't like our chances. I don't like our chances. A says, considering how cutthroat David Tepper is, one more game like that from Dante and he is going to let him walk. And it doesn't surprise me because, I mean, there are a lot of talks about how he should be the one that gets traded, in order to, get help for the offensive line and whatnot, or try to get another big name, you know what I mean? But then again, this is his contract year. So it could be one of those where they just don't sign him. But our remaining schedule, these 6 games, Dolphins, Falcons, Bills, Bucks, Saints, Bucks. If we go into the bye at 5-7, I do not like our chances. I do not like our chances. Because that final run after the bye is going to be difficult. I think we have the second hardest schedule after the bye. Because you got 4 division games and you have the Bills. 4 division games and the Bills. It's going to be tough, y'all. It's going to be really tough. But if we can go into the bye. Hey, Bubble Tea District. I love that name, by the way. I'm a big fan of bubble tea. Love it, love it, love it. I'm addicted to it. Welcome to the chat. Dante can go sign Gilmore and let Horn be number 1. Ooh, let Horn be number 1. That's bold. I mean, while J.C. Horn has made an immediate impact when he's played, unfortunately he's out for the season. Well, supposedly out for the season. But of course, if we make the playoffs, he could come back in time and play. But I do highly agree on the signing Stephon Gilmore. I definitely agree. Dante can go. Like I said, there's been a lot of like mixed feelings back and forth about whether they should keep Dante or let him go. So I get it. I totally get it. And maybe, I don't know, with how badly he got burnt by Terry McLaurin, which, like I said, I give him the benefit. He's played good overall this season. He's played pretty good overall this season, but this was just one of those games like the Steelers game last year where Dante just got toast the whole game. So does that make him a liability? Perhaps. But yeah, he definitely was exposed today, for sure. Super Trebo says, I hate to say it, but Falcons are also not a guarantee, and we have not swept the Falcons since 2013. We have a bye week before them, and we always play bad after the bye week, which is another valid point. And we have to remember, Falcons beat us at home last season. We beat them on their turf. They beat us on our turf. So this could be a repeat. Super Trebo, this could be a repeat. Ace says, did they even have multiple people around Terry? Because I saw him and Dante on an island together. I don't even think Dante had a lot of over-the-top help, to be honest with you. I don't think he had a lot of over-the-top help. Watch Tampa sign Dante. LOL. Well, I mean, shoot. Wouldn't surprise me. It could be somebody they go after, especially if they don't decide to keep Richard Sherman or re-sign him. Could go for a younger Dante Jackson. But Worldwide Entertainment, welcome to the chat. We might win 4 out of the last 6. Which 4? I'm curious. Which 4 do you think? Which 4 could you see Carolina winning? Also, let me ask y'all something. So let's start throwing out some questions. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all regret Joe Brady and the offense not calling enough deep passes? Because Cam's downfield throws were pretty dang on good. I just would have thought we would have done that more, being that Washington's passing defense is near the bottom. Ace says defense is too inconsistent. And yes to the question. Yeah. Worldwide Entertainment says Dolphins, Falcons, Saints, and a split with the Bucks. Okay, so you do believe we'll at least split with the Bucks. Okay. Right on. And yeah, honestly, I don't see us beating the Bills. Unless it turns out to be exactly like how we beat the Cardinals, I don't see us beating the Bills. But I really would have loved to have seen us throw it downfield a lot more. Because Cam has shown that he has the arm. Cam has the arm. And Cam is showing that he still has the accuracy. Y'all saw the touchdown throw he made to Christian McCaffrey. That was a spot-on throw. Do I think it would have been a throw I would have attempted to make? No, because of how the coverage was. But Cam Newton threw that touchdown pass to McCaffrey on point. I thought he was going to run it, but that was a well-placed throw. Ace says, I believe Washington football team had a backup corner out there too. Yes, I believe so. Yes. I'm just a firm believer. I'm a firm believer with their passing defense near the bottom, their third down efficiency on defense near the bottom. We should have tested that today. We should have freaking tested that. I would have went downfield like crazy. Especially, I mean, let's be honest, the O-line gave Cam time. The O-line gave Cam time. So I just, yeah, I don't know. Okay, ooh, some more chats came in. Let's get caught up. Worldwide says, we do need the Saints and the Vikings to give us some help. I think they're ahead of us. I believe you are correct. Let's look at the standings. Yes. The Vikings are the 6th. The Saints are the 7th currently. The Niners are the 8th. The Eagles are the 9th. And we're the 10th. So that's the standings right now. Super Trebo. Honestly, Jason, I think we just got to be patient. Still think this team has another year. We can get wild card, but we're honestly not making a playoff run until next year at least. And that's a very understandable possibility. That's a very understandable possibility. But I do feel like making the playoffs would definitely help give more incentive to re-sign Cam Newton. Otherwise, it may not happen. Danny Johnson would be buried in our depth chart. Danny Johnson. Oh, do you mean Daryl Johnson? I think he just got activated. Bubble Tea District. Do you think we should trade back to acquire day 2 picks to fill our holes? And do you think we should sign Cam to a short or long-term deal? To answer your first question, I think that's going to be necessary because we gave up so many picks in this year's trades. I think we need to try to get some back. Even if it's like 2, I think we do need to try to get some picks back because we gave up a lot. I'm not saying we didn't get anything good in return, but we did give up a lot. And to answer your second question, no, the backup on the Washington team. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The Washington team. I thought you were talking about our team. Danny Johnson. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for correcting me, Ace. Bubble Tea. Your second question. Me personally, if we do re-sign Cam, I would be comfortable on a 2 to 3 year. A 2 to 3 year. Resign a 2 to 3 year. I think that's fair because we have to remember Cam is 32 right now, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he can't play until he's 40 or whatnot. I mean, look at Brady. You know, Peyton Manning won his last Super Bowl at age 39. Anything is possible, but we'll have to see how the years go because at some point we do want to consider building up our ranks at quarterback. Now, we do have PJ Walker, which could potentially, he could grow into something. But I think if Cam Newton finished this season strong, even if we don't make the playoffs and his numbers are just great, puts in a great effort, I think you have to really seriously consider bringing him back for at least 2 to 3 more years. For 2 to 3 more. So that's how I feel about that, Bubble Tea District. Ace says the Saints lost today. Oh, the Saints lost today? Okay, that's good because remember the Falcons lost. The Falcons lost on Thursday. The Saints lost today. We lost today. And the Bucks are playing tomorrow. The Bucks play tomorrow against the Giants, although I don't see the Giants beating the Bucks. So that could be a problem. But Panthers, Saints, and Falcons have lost this week. Let's see. Worldwide Entertainment. The defense need to mix it up a little. with the play calling, and they need to cover better. Agreed. Highly agreed. And this game is a great example of that. Tyrone Taylor, welcome to the chat. Resign Cam, are you serious? He is done. How you figure? He had a great game. Explain. How you figure? He just came back and he had a great game. He wasn't the reason why we lost today. Can you elaborate, Tyrone? Can you just elaborate a little bit more? Worldwide Entertainment says no, he's not done. I agree. How can he be done? I mean, he came in, he made 3 touchdowns, he didn't turn the ball over. How is he done? Like, how you figure? If we had Cam sooner, we would have a good record right now. Very, very, very possible. Very, very possible. Indeed. I mean, I do agree he would have done a lot better than Sam Darnold. That's for sure. Let's just keep it a buck. Rome's, good to see you. 3 TDs is done. Yeah. I mean, hopefully he'll elaborate. But Dot, welcome to the chat. LOL, he's just a hater. Cam played excellent. Absolutely. Let me maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something. Cam Newton, let's see. 21 of 27, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns, 10 carries, 46 yards, and a rushing touchdown. I would say that's pretty dang on good. No interceptions. I don't think he's done. We didn't lose because of Cam. Agreed. Did you see how he was playing before he got COVID last year? This is true. You know, that was a setback. That was a pretty big setback. Worldwide Entertainment. That was a big setback, unfortunately. ISO, we going to bounce back against the Dolphins, hopefully. We need to. We definitely need to. We need to be on point in this next game. It should have been this game, but we really got to be on point in the next game. Dot says, felt like Washington's offense was on the field the whole game. Cam could have had an even better game. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, shoot, Cam was balling. You got to see him run the ball. I mean, his rushing touchdown was a 24-yard rushing touchdown. Making accurate throws. Like I said, his pass to his touchdown throw to Christian McCaffrey, that was like one of his best throws today. I mean, he put that on target. One of his best throws today. Bubble T. I honestly want a new coaching with NFL experience after this season. Coaching staff. Yeah. I'll say this, Bubble T. With Joe Brady specifically, if we can rack up more wins, at least, let me see. We still have a chance to get 10. If we can get 10 wins some way, somehow, which, I mean, we only have 6 games left, so but if we can get at least 8 wins total, Joe Brady might slightly do enough to save his job. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not a Joe Brady fan. Y'all know that. I'm not a Joe Brady fan. But depending on how things go, he might do just a little bit to save his job. Coach Matt Rule, I really feel like Tepper is going to give him 1 year regardless of what happens. I think he's going to give him 1 more year to get it right, regardless of how the rest of these games go. I could be wrong, but I have that feeling he's going to give him 1 more year. I think 3rd time will be the charm, either in a good way or a bad way. ISO says, if we lose against the Dolphins, I think we might be out. Yeah, I don't like our chances. If we lose to the Dolphins and go into the bye 5-7, I don't like our chances. So I would agree with you on that. I wouldn't like our chances. Worldwide, even if he doesn't play like an MVP or even if he's a backup, he brings great energy to the team. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And it's showing in his play. It's showing in his play. So he's showing that he can be a leader, and it's showing in his play. Do you think the defense lost us this game? 1,000,000%. Yes, the defense lost us this game. Most definitely. I understand the offense struggled on third downs, but you got to look at it this way. Offense put up 21 points. You know, we got the one fumble, forced fumble. I mean, we did get that, but I mean, the defense really didn't help us. Defense didn't help us out. So, yeah. Do you like basketball? If so, what's your favorite team? I am actually a Dallas Mavericks fan. I've been a Dallas Mavericks fan since the Jason Kidd, Derek Harper, Monster Mash years. It's weird. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm a Mavericks fan. Is that weird? That's weird, right? But yeah, unfortunately, we're not. Honestly, Luka Doncic really needs some help. I do not like Kristaps Porzingis. I think he's a bust. I think ever since the injury, he just has not been the same. So Porzingis, THJ, Finney Smith. I mean, we got young players, but honestly, Luka needs some help. Luka needs some serious help, and we're not a consistent team. We're not a consistent team. But Luka's young. He'll eventually get there. Yes, Dot says yes. The defense lost us this game. How do they give up 27 points to a 3-6 team? Not only a 3-6 team, Dot, but also a team with a passing defense in the 30s and a third down efficiency on defense in the 30s. Yeah. It's pretty bad. Do you like the Hornets? I mean, there's certain players over the years that I like from the Hornets. You know, I like Larry Johnson. I like Del Curry, Muggsy Bogues. You know, there were a couple of players that I like on that team. As far as current roster, I mean, I haven't really kept up with their current roster, but I mean, hey, if they happen to win a championship, you know, make the playoffs and win a championship, I'd be cool with that, you know. I'm not big on the Ball brothers. I'm not really that big on them, but they seem to be tearing it up. But I thought Gordon Hayward was good until he got hurt, and then I don't really think he's been the same. But I mean, the Hornets have a pretty young team overall. So I mean, I can't hate on them. I can't hate on them. Cam played great, especially with 10 days of practice. Yep. Indeed. Cam did his thing today. 3 touchdowns, 1 on the ground, 2 in the air. He did his thing today. Worldwide Entertainment, Golden State Warriors. Oh, is that your team? We may be seeing the second coming of MVP Stephen Curry, because he is balling. He is balling. And so is the Golden State Warriors. They're currently, 14-1? No, 14-2? Oh, they are balling. A says, dang, did you see Dante's tweet yet? Oh, he tweeted? Dante Jackson? He tweeted? Hold up. Let me look this up. Dante Action Jackson. They love you, then they hate you. Then they love you again. Keep pounding. Are you talking about that tweet? Oh man, yeah. One person commented, "No, we just want consistent play, big dog. We love you, at least the real ones. One week we dominate the best offense, the next week we get burnt by one of the worst. Respectfully, how can we cheer when we can't play good on both sides just once? Keep pounding, definitely no hate." The people commented, they have a point. They have a point. Oh, one person says overrated. Ouch. But he'll bounce back. I think he'll bounce back, y'all. I think he'll bounce back. Bubble Tea District, I found your channel today, brother. I like all your takes, and I will definitely be watching you in the future. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Always enjoy the support, and like I said, feel free to be yourself, share what's on your mind, contribute however you'd like, and I hope you continue to enjoy the content, Bubble Tea District. And like I said, I'm a big fan of bubble tea. I get it like almost between like 2 and like 5 times a week. I really like coffee milk bubble tea. It's one of my favorites. I know a great place in my area. It's called Boba Baba in Morrisville, North Carolina. It's amazing. It's my go-to. I always get me a large. I usually either get me a large Thai tea with boba, or I'll get a large coffee milk tea with boba. It's delicious. Let's see. Defense been good all year, but for Cam's return to Charlotte, they weren't. Yeah, like today was a really bad day for the defense to just take a big old dump. ISO, do you think we can beat Brady if we beat Buffalo and Miami? Absolutely. I think we can beat any of those teams after we beat Arizona. Remember, Arizona was the number 1 ranked team in the NFL. If we can beat them, all those other teams we can definitely beat. But it just comes down to consistency and execution. That's really what it has to come down to. Worldwide says, I don't think we will beat Buffalo unless Cam plays amazing and the defense stops Josh Allen, which is going to be tough if they can't stop Washington. As a matter of fact, do they still have Sean McDermott as their coach? So somebody remind me, do they still have Sean McDermott as their coach? I think they do, but I don't remember for sure. A says, we still love Dante. Nothing personal, but he played bad today. I 1,000,000% agree. Tyrell TV, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. This game is on the defense. Cam did his job today. I 1,000,000% agree. Ace says, yeah, he used to be our defensive coordinator, and he was one of our best defensive coordinators. Definitely one of our best. Mr. Gemini said, I wonder what they talked about in the locker room after the game. If anything, probably a lot of talks toward the defense. At least I think that's where the talk should go to. But if anything, I feel bad for the team because Riverboat Ron is soaking this win up. Joey Sly is soaking this win up, especially considering, got, pair of field goals against us. So got a pair of field goals against us. So, Joey Sly is feeling himself after this win. Oh, man. And Joey Sly has bounced from team to team to team. I think he's bounced between 4 teams this year so far, 4 or 5 teams. It's crazy. Bubble Tea District. I'm actually planning on moving to Raleigh next year. I heard it's a good place to live at. Indeed. I love Raleigh. Born and raised. I currently stay in Wake Forest, North Carolina, but yeah, I love it here. Raleigh will always be my home. Uh, Raleigh's awesome. Charlotte's cool. I really like Cary, Morrisville. Wake Forest is slowly evolving, but if any place that I'm not a big fan of, it's Durham. I would not want to live in Durham, to be honest with you, but that's just me. But nah, I do hope you enjoy and have a great experience when you move to Raleigh. Indeed. Stanley Hudson says Wilmington. I'm cool with Wilmington, especially the beach. Yeah, Wilmington, the beaches. I also have some of my crew. Um, you know where Wallace and Rose Hill, North Carolina are? Some of my crew, my good close friends, stay in that area. And of course, because there's not a lot, but because Wilmington's about 30 minutes away from Rose Hill and Wallace, they tend to go to Wilmington a lot. But yeah, I like Wilmington. Wilmington's fun, especially during the summer. Also, I love Latin dance, especially bachata and merengue. We have something every summer, although we didn't have it this summer due to the pandemic. We usually would have Port City Salsa Splash that would take place in Wilmington, usually at UNC Wilmington, and also on the Battleship that they have out there. I have a cousin that stays in Wilmington. But yeah, I usually go to that event in Wilmington, and it is a blast. It is a blast. So they got a nice scene, a nice Latin dance scene in Wilmington, which I'm big into. Bachata, merengue, those are my go-tos. Durham, the ghetto. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Durham, to be honest with you. Way better than Myrtle Beach, in my opinion. Oh, Wilmington Beach? Indeed. Stanley says, "Oh hell yeah, I'm in Wilmy. It's nice being near the beach. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Wilmington, I can definitely vouch for Wilmington. They're a nice spot. Definitely a nice spot. Charlotte is so beautiful at night. Yes, yes. The only thing, because I go to a lot of pro wrestling events in Charlotte, mainly in that Charlotte Concord sort of area. They're close by each other, but been to a lot of pro wrestling events in Charlotte. And of course, I've been to a couple of Panthers games. I've been to 3 Panthers games. The only thing I hate about it is just leaving out of downtown Charlotte at night. Oh, it's crazy. That traffic in downtown Charlotte, leaving out of there, it's a nightmare. Worldwide says, I live in KY, but I kind of like the mountains, so it's okay. Oh, okay. KY, is that Kentucky? Is that Kentucky? Or am I way off? I could be way off. Oh, I don't know my acronyms. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. Nice. Very nice. Okay. I like the variety. I like the variety. Yeah, Kentucky. Yeah. Thank you for the confirmation. I like the variety. Nice variety. But let me see. Okay, some of the other games have started up. And like I said, we lost, the Falcons lost, the Saints lost. We got Tampa Bay playing Monday, which honestly, y'all, I don't see Tampa Bay losing to the Giants. But anything can happen. Tyrell TV says, grew up in Charlotte, but now live in Charleston. The best decision ever. But I definitely miss the beautiful city, though. I haven't been to Charleston since I was a teenager. It's been a hot minute since I've been to Charleston. I think I was 15. It was like a family vacation. I think I was 15 the last time I went to Charleston. So it's been a hot minute. Ace says, I live in Asheville. I lived in Rocky Mount for a short time. Ooh, Rocky Mount. I've only been to Rocky Mount twice in my life, and that was when I was a kid. So I haven't been to Rocky Mount that much. I have never actually been to Asheville. I've been to Asheboro, but I've never been to Asheville. So hey, that's one city in North Carolina I've never been to is Asheville. So uh yeah. But I mean, I want to say I think the furthest that I've pretty much been is Charlotte in North Carolina. As far as furthest in North Carolina that I've been through. But like I said, lately I've been traveling a lot to Charlotte, been traveling a lot to Greensboro lately. It seems like all teams have to do is run on us and they win. Yeah, our run defense has taken a hit. It feels like our run defense has taken a hit. Honestly, I feel like the last time our run defense has been successful, honestly, was when we played the Saints and we shut down Alvin Kamara. I think that's the last time our run defense was like spot on, like unstoppable, was when we shut down Alvin Kamara. And that was what, week 2? So it's been a while. It's been a good while. Worldwide says the Vikings beat the Packers, so that doesn't help any, but at least the Saints lost. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Vikings did win. Jeez. Ooh, close game, too. 34-31. Wow. Is Derek Brown officially a bust? Because our run defense is still suspect against good offensive line. That is a very good question, Bubble Tea. I'll say this. Derek Brown, which of course his rookie year, he didn't get his first sack until like, what was it, the second half of the season? I kind of looked at Derek Brown as sort of like a Star Latulele type of player, but to be honest, I don't know. Do I think he's a bust? I mean, I always felt like he was the player to clog the holes up the middle so that other defensive players could eat. But I don't know. Here's a counter question. Would you pick Star Latulele over Derek Brown? Stanley says, we need a Buccaneers loss tomorrow. I can see them losing. This season is full of surprises. I mean, you know, since you put it that way, I mean, us beating the Cardinals was kind of a surprise. I can't lie about that. That was kind of a surprise. But I'll take it. Of course I'll take it. But us beating the Cardinals was kind of a surprise. Off topic, but Luke Kuechly should become a football analyst. Football analyst? Shoot, that man needs to be a freaking defensive coach of some sort. That dude needs to be a defensive coach of some sort. Coordinator, linebackers coach, tackling coach. He need to be some sort of coach. Luke Kuechly's IQ when it comes to defense is too high for him to not be in any other position. Mr. Gemini says, what do you think our game plan should be against the Dolphins? Let's take a look at the Dolphins. I mean, Tua had a pretty decent game. Threw for 2 touchdowns. I mean, one thing definitely we're going to have to really D up. I mean, Duke Johnson, Myles Gaskins, Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle is going to be an issue. He's going to be an issue. I mean, if anything, we need to really get back to spreading the ball on offense, getting everybody involved. The protection has to be there. Defense, we need to get better pressure up front. Up front, we need to get better pressure and really stifle Tua. We need to really stifle Tua. Or else this is going to be another situation where we're going to lose against another rookie like quarterback. Ace says, we passed on Tristan Wirfs for Derek Brown. We did. We definitely did. Stanley says, exactly. And we didn't just beat the Cardinals. We ripped their heads off. Yeah, beat them by 24 points. It was crazy. Ace says, Luke is the smartest player I've ever seen. He comes and helps out for the Bills from time to time. I mean, just his intelligence is crazy. I mean, all those tackles he racks up, sniffing out the play. And you best believe a nice percentage of his tackles were tackles for loss. Because he's that type of guy. Bubble Tea says, I would take Star over Brown instantly. Oh, okay. Star helped K'Wan Short out when he had his breakout season. That is a good point. That is a good point, because Star isn't known for a lot of sacks, but he has been known for stopping the run, clogging up the holes so other players can eat. And K'Wan Short was definitely one of those examples. So, yeah, that's a good point, Bubble Tea District. Stanley says, I can't believe Texans beat the Titans today. What is that? Ooh, let me look at the stats for that. Okay, Tyrod, I mean, 14 of 24, 107 yards. I mean, not impressive stats. Ooh, Ryan Tannehill for 4 picks. Ugh, no wonder the Texans won. Tannehill threw 4 picks. Yikes. Sounds like the offense for Houston didn't have to do much. Couple of Tyrod Taylor rushing touchdowns. Wow. Who got the interceptions? Dang, 2 for Desmond King, 1 for Terrace Mitchell, 1 for Camus Grogier-Hill. Ooh, he had an 82-yard interception. Wow. Dang, Tannehill, what the heck happened? Yikes. Ace says Derek is not supposed to get sacks, really, though. Him and Daquan are used as pawns, so Hassan and Brian get the sacks. Yeah, I mean, and that's a fair argument. That's a fair argument when you think about it. That's a fair argument. Mr. Gemini says, I bet you Cam was hurt after this loss. Oh, he looked like it. He definitely looked like it. I mean, this was his homecoming game, and he balled out. He played well. But Cam, he's only one player on one side of the team. And when one side of the team does their job, but not the other, the negative results sometimes overwhelm the positive results. And today was an example of that. Bubble Tea District says, that Cosme dude on the Redskins looked good. We could have had him in round 2 over a wide receiver. Let me look back at that. Are you talking about? You're talking about can't wait. That Cosme dude. Are you talking about Cam Sims or? Because I know they had Terry McLaurin had pretty much had a field day. DeAndre Carter, Adam Humphries, Cam Sims, John Bates. McKissick had some good runs. Oh, Samuel Cosme. I'm sorry. Samuel Cosme. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, thank you for correcting me on that. I appreciate it. Worldwide says, I think Cam will have 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown next week. I also would have loved to have seen some bootlegs with Cam. You know, some play action bootleg. I mean, he usually gets the people to bite on a play action bootleg, and we didn't really see that today. I really wanted to see that play. Stanley says, we just got to remember, no matter how the rest of the season turns out, at least we're not Detroit Lions fans. Ooh, I actually personally know a Detroit Lions fan. I work with a Detroit Lions fan. And yeah, I don't even think she watches much of the games anymore. And they almost won today. It was close. But dang, this Tim Boyle, 15 of 23, 77 yards and 2 interceptions. Yikes. I mean, Baker Mayfield didn't do well either. He threw 2 picks, but geez. Nick Chubb had a field day though. 130 yards rushing. Yikes. Bubble Tea District says, so what we going to do with Sam Darnold after this season? Bye. I know we got to pay him, but bye. I know we got to pay him, but bye. And Sam knows it. Sam knows it. Let's keep it real, y'all. Sam knows it. Worldwide said it best. Sam is not going to play. Cam done took his job. Facts. And Sam knows he's done. And Ace is right. We still owe Sam that $18 million. That's a shame. Because, we did pick up the 5th-year option on Sam Darnold. But, fans, let's look at it this way. Something to think about. Okay, let's say, we clearly don't make the playoffs this year. We have to really look at going forward, the future. Now, I'm sure there are going to be a few adjustments on defense, but I still think the defense is pretty set going forward. I mean, we have the opportunity bring back Stephon Gilmore, J.C. Horn. He'll be returning, and he's on his 4-year deal still. I think we invest in C.J. Henderson, build him up. I think we may want to consider maybe keeping A.J. Bouye. Either that, or they have to think about whether or not they want to keep A.J. Bouye or whether they want to keep Dante Jackson. Something tells me one of those two is going to have to go. I think one of those two are going to have to go. And then don't forget, you got Keith Taylor. Who's been playing pretty well. That's another person you can evolve. Bubble Tea says, our schedule is extremely tough next year. We're going to need all the help we can get. Facts. And I still believe the number one priority is going to be offensive line. That still needs to be offensive line. Cam didn't throw the ball deep down the field either, though. And that's a problem that I saw today, because I really felt like, because of the rankings of the Washington team's defense on passing and on third downs, we really should have aired it out. And I know Cam can make those throws. I don't care what anybody says. I know Cam can make those throws. The Cardinals game was an example. Because let's remember, if that defender wouldn't have grabbed DJ Moore on that deep throw, that's touchdown. And even when he was grabbed, he still almost made the catch. So Cam can throw the deep ball. Let's see. Stanley says Hubbard needs to address his fumbling issue. Yeah, he has starting to get the fumbleitis. He kind of has the fumbleitis. He already has rock hands in the passing game, so hopefully by the end of this rookie year he'll have it fixed. Because you got to remember, DJ Moore had a fumbling issue in his rookie year, and ever since afterwards, he's been very, very much improved. A says AJ Bouye played bad today also, but not as bad as Dante and Justin. If you ask me, I think Justin's going to get replaced. I think Burris is going to get replaced. I think we may want to part ways with Justin Burris and really fill that hole at safety. Give somebody very complimentary next to Jeremy Chin. Oh, speaking of Jeremy Chin, so far this season, do y'all regret not keeping Jeremy Chin at nickel? Just a curiosity question. Worldwide says, how do you watch the game live? Oh, I have DirecTV. So, and with me being in North Carolina, I have that. But I do also have Hulu Live as well. I have Hulu Live TV as well. But I have DirecTV, so I typically see the games consistently. Rock hands, yeah. Chuba Hubbard, yeah, he's struggled in the passing game this season. Stanley says, do you think Walker will stay as a backup quarterback? I think we should definitely keep him as a backup. But do I think he will eventually evolve into a pure starter? I think he has potential. And now I know a lot of people want to say, well, he came from the XFL, but he was also undefeated in the XFL. And technically, when he starts in his NFL career, he's been 2-0. So on paper, I believe that he can eventually evolve into a starter. For sure. A more permanent starter. I don't think he's there yet, but he's climbing. He's climbing. Yeah, but he has played pretty well. Yeah. I agree. And he's got a good arm. He can sling that ball. The score before the half really hurt. Yeah. When Washington got that touchdown before halftime, especially with them getting the ball to start the second half, that really hurt. Ace says, PJ said he did not mind being a backup. He just wants to help in any way. Yeah. And that's the right kind of attitude. That's definitely the right kind of attitude. Hey, our Priester, good to see you. Welcome. Cam played really well today. Yes, he did. But all the Cam haters, we had a Cam hater in here earlier, but of course he didn't address why he thought Cam was done. So I assumed it was just a troll that came in here earlier. But there are a lot of people that are still hating on Cam because we technically lost this game. But Cam did his job. He threw for 2 touchdowns and ran for 1 touchdown. Cam did his job. He didn't turn the ball over. Cam did his job. So all the haters can kick rocks. PJ is the most humble backup quarterback I have ever seen. It seems that way. Definitely seems that way, Ace. Our Priester says true. Yeah. So if all the Cam haters want to bombard in here and talk trash about Cam, yeah, it's only going to make y'all look dumb. Talking about Cam is done and Cam is washed up. Okay, if you want to say 3 touchdowns and no interceptions today since his return is him being washed up. I don't know what game those folks are watching, but they need to get off that stuff. Need to get off that stuff. Worldwide says, I'm not the biggest fan of Carolina, but I've always liked Cam. So I like him at Carolina and the Patriots, then back to Carolina. Yeah. I mean, I really would love to see him win a title before he's done. I would love to see Cam prove people wrong and win a title. I'm hoping to God that it happens because I think it would be the ultimate NFL redemption story. D Jackson was getting picked on today. I thought Cam couldn't throw. Yeah, Dante Jackson. Terry McLaurin just had his way with Dante Jackson. But D-Jack struggled, but I do put some blame on Phil Snow for not setting him up to have over-the-top help, nor did he switch and put Stephon Gilmore on Terry McLaurin. You gotta know how to be better at making adjustments mid-game on the fly. Got to be better at doing that. But yeah, I thought Cam couldn't throw. Yeah, a lot of folks felt that way. But yeah, Cam can. Oh, check this out. This was from writer David Newton. This was huge in the Panthers' loss. Check this out, y'all. Christian McCaffrey had only 4 carries for 6 yards in the second half, y'all, after running 6 times for 53 yards in the first half. He had just 1 carry for 0 yards on the team's final 3 possessions. Yikes. Yikes. Desmond Davis, welcome. Welcome to the chat. I want to see Joe Brady gone after this year, no matter if we make the playoffs. I would like to see Phil Snow call more aggressive plays on the defense. I hope Cam proves everyone wrong. I do too. And, like I said, I'm not a Joe Brady fan, so if he's gone, great. But yeah, Phil Snow, he's just got to do a better job of dialing up the pressure, and just the execution has to be there. Ace says, Patriots got some real racist fans. When Cam signed, I saw multiple fans calling Cam racial slurs. I know. Yeah, I noticed that, and it pissed me off. Yeah, like it's crazy the amount of hate Cam gets. It's crazy. Mr. Gemini, only 1 in the last 3 possessions. Yeah, only 1 carry. 1 carry. And only 4 carries. 4 in the whole entire second half. And I have to put some of that on Joe Brady. Which is why I was saying there were some questionable play calls on Joe Brady. Now, I'm not going to take a lot away from the offense because the offense did do their job more than the defense did. So I will say that. But Joe Brady I just don't think Joe Brady does a good job of continuing the momentum of stuff that worked. I don't think he does a good job of sticking with that. I think he still has to mix stuff up and get super duper flashy creative. And, he's got to remember, this ain't college football. This is the pros. People will snip that stuff out. The best teams are very unpredictable this year. So if the Panthers can make the playoffs this year, who knows? True. Very true. So Gemini said the offense had a lot of 3 and outs. Yeah, and a big part of that was because we were 2 of 9 on third downs. So third down, which is something we've been struggling on throughout the year, we're pretty bad on third downs. But yeah, there's a lot that needs to be fixed, especially going into this Dolphins game on the road. But if anything, coming out of this bye week, we gotta make sure we protect home field. I know we only have 2 home games left, but we got to get those 2 home wins. We have to. We have to. Because two home game victories this season, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. We'll get exposed if that happens. But yeah. One of my friends commented. I got a friend that's a Washington fan. Yeah, y'all got us. Y'all got us. Mm. What was time of possession? Here, let's pull it up. Time of possession. Washington had time of possession of 35 minutes 53 seconds. Carolina 24 minutes and 7 seconds. So yeah, we really didn't have the ball a lot. I mean, 24 minutes 7 seconds. Not a lot. Not as high as it could have been, especially the Arizona game and also the Falcons game. So yeah, time of possession. We need to get the time of possession back in the 30 minutes. If we can get it back in the 30 minutes, that's going to really help our chances. But I mean, it just sucks. We took care of the ball. We ain't commit no turnovers. I mean, we had the one takeaway, but just defense fell apart this game. They just really fell apart. Washington looked good on third downs. They were 6 of 13. They were 2 of 2 on fourth downs. So I mean, 65 total plays to Carolina's 49 total plays. So yeah. Bubble Tea District. I wish we would have gotten Eric Bieniemy. I would have either loved him or Kevin Stefanski. I would have been cool with either of those two. Just the reasoning of David Tepper going with Matt Rule just seemed off to me. Hey, I hired him. He reminds me of myself. So yeah, I just wish we would have spent more time looking for a coach. But me personally, I would have been fine with Bieniemy or Stefanski. Personally. The time of possession was great last game. Yep. Defense lost it. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, time of possession in the Cardinals game was 37 minutes and 42 seconds to the Cardinals 22 minutes 18 seconds. So that's a big difference. Big difference. El Presidor says Stefanski is a bad play caller. I don't know if I can 100% agree with that. You got to remember, Kevin Stefanski's first year with the Browns, and they made it to the playoffs and even won a playoff game. I don't know if I can fully agree with that. I don't know if I can agree with that. His first season coaching the Browns last year, they made it to the playoffs. I mean, not only that, let's see. Not only that, they finished the season 11-5 and won a playoff game. So it's like Ace says Kevin Stefanski is up and down. I think he would be better than Joe Brady, personally. But I mean, hey, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I feel like in our history of play calling, I mean, I feel like the best that we've had, especially offensive coordinator wise, probably Don Shula. No, not Don Shula. Wrong Shula. Mike Shula. Norv Turner did pretty well. I mean, especially contributing to Cam increasing his completion percentage. Senpai Vision. Cool name. Welcome to the stream. Who TF is Burris, number 38 from the Panthers. He getting too many flags. Yeah, Burris, he was terrible today. I mean, the unnecessary roughness against the receiver, the late hit on the hit on Taylor Heineke. Burris, I'm done with Burris. I think he will get replaced next season. I think we still have a big hole at safety, and I think we need to replace Justin Burris. I know he went to NC State, but I think he needs to get replaced. I think he needs to get replaced. I feel like we got Cam a little bit too late though. Uh Perhaps. Perhaps. But then again, I mean, it's weird. It's weird because I give the benefit of the doubt. We did win our first 3 games with Sam Darnold behind the helm. Let's just go ahead and absorb that, take it in. We did win our first 3 games with Sam Darnold. Now, some may have known that it was going to eventually go downhill, but you never know how these things go sometimes. And, me, like I'm sure others, were kind of starting to get high on Sam Darnold after winning those first 3 games. But then the unfortunate thing happened and he just fell apart and the real Sam Darnold showed up. And I think a lot of us, some of us maybe didn't fall for it. Some of us fell for it. I was one of the ones that fell for it. But it was just one of those things where he was in a better position with better weapons, and there's no excuses. And Sam Darnold, he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. So, if anything, we're going to fix the issue. We're going to fix the issue going forward. That's for sure, especially next season. Ace says I like Norv Turner. Yeah, Norv Turner, I like him. I don't mind having him as offensive coordinator. Now, coach. Now, for a coach, head coach, now that's a different story. Senpai Vision says, I hope so. True. Yeah, I think Justin Burris is going to get replaced for sure. I think he's going to get replaced. We'll have to also see how Kenny Robinson's health is going forward, which Kenny Robinson's still on the team. I think he should still be on the team. I think he's still on the team. He better be still on the team. Yeah, he's still on the team. I thought Kenny Robinson, especially in the preseason, I thought he did well. I would have liked to see Kenny Robinson maybe get a shot, but that might happen next season. Robbie didn't have any drops today. This is true. This is true. This is very true. But we're not done yet. I think we'll bounce back. You know, Cam Newton got to get back to the practices. You know, really try to figure out some schemes going up against that Dolphins defense. What grade would you give today? Honestly, ooh, I am kind of in that. Honestly, like overall, I'm kind of on that fence between a D plus and a C minus. And the reason why I'm being that harsh is because of how bad the defense played today. I think that was a big, big hit because we're so used to seeing the defense perform well, but they performed abysmally today. So I gotta be harsh. I gotta be harsh. I think so that range between a C minus and a D plus. Because the only because the defense was such a detriment to this loss. Now, if how about this? If we would have won the game, I probably would have given the team a C plus. Like even if it was by one score or by three, if we had won, I would have probably said a C plus. But because we lost and the way that we lost, it's got to be between a D plus and a C minus. Gemini says a C plus. Worldwide says a B minus. Interesting. Any game balls? Well, the only game balls that I would give away for Carolina, Cam Newton. I mean, honestly, Cam Newton, Christian McCaffrey, Robbie and DJ. Because, you know, Robbie caught everything that was thrown to him. Or at least didn't have any drops. He didn't have any drops. On defense, I mean, on defense, probably Luvu. I mean, Luvu got the fumble recovery. But I can't really say a lot about the defense. Mr. Gemini says Cam of the offensive line. I mean, yeah. Yeah. But you know, I gotta also give DJ and Robbie some love too, you know. Senpai Vision says Cam is not 100% yet, but when he does, it's gonna be scary. Uh is he not 100%? I thought he was. But if he's not 100% and he played the way that he played today, then that's a big positive. That's a big positive. Worldwide says the offense was pretty good, but the defense wasn't horrible. I think it was mainly the defensive play calling, and Taylor Heineke played pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Dante Jackson got smoked. I mean, Taylor Heineke threw for 3 touchdowns. I mean, 190 total rushing yards, 206 passing yards. I don't know. I mean, I do agree on the defensive play calling was definitely suspect, especially on that 3rd and 21. But I feel like execution wise and just the defense just looked lost. They look pretty lost today. 2 times, bam! Welcome to the stream. Dante Jackson got exposed by Ron Rivera. He knows our team and smacked us. I mean, yeah. I mean, Dante definitely got exposed. He got super exposed. I thought he was 100% too. Yeah, I don't know. They was throwing to Djax left and right. Yeah, Terry McLaurin had a field day all over Dante Jackson. The defense was playing high school football and it was sus. Yeah, I'm sorry that 3rd and 21. I mean, bad package, but you cannot give a Hail Mary defense type of cushion on a 3rd and 21. Like, you can't give that much of a cushion. We didn't kick any field goals today. True. I mean, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, I mean, yeah, no field goals from Zane. Just extra points. Our defense, Bleeding Carolina Blue, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Our defense, as Riley from the Boondocks would say, looked real unfamiliar right now. Yeah, what was supposed to be the number 2 ranked defense, that definitely did not look like the number 2 ranked defense today. That's for sure. Cream Biggums, hey, welcome to the chat. Worldwide says they also got a lot of momentum going into the half with that touchdown. I think if they wouldn't have scored there, we would have had the momentum going into halftime and probably would have won. That's a fair argument. That's actually a fair argument. That really, I guess, kind of set the tone going into the second half, especially being that they scored at the last minute and getting the ball to start the second half. So that's a good point. That's a good point, Worldwide Entertainment. That's a good point. But I mean, just yeah. We got a lot to work on. Let me ask y'all this. Would y'all say that this was another trap game? Like the Giants game? Would y'all say this is another trap game? In y'all's opinion? Cream Bigham says Steph should have been on TMC. Oh yeah. After what you call it, Dante got beat. Phil Snow and company should have made that change on the spot. Move Stephon Gilmore to guard McLaurin. That should have been an instant change. Why didn't C-Mac go past the sticks on that 4th down play? Now, me personally, Mr. Gemini, and everybody can chime in on this as well, I think the defender hit Christian McCaffrey before he made the catch. And I thought that should have been pass interference. Me personally, on that 4th and 3, I felt like McCaffrey got hit before he made that catch. So I felt like that should have been pass interference. Because I was livid on that play. Because I felt like looking back at the replay, McCaffrey got hit before he made that catch. So I felt like that should have been pass interference. I'm not gonna be too hard on that play call. I mean, I honestly would have thought Cam would have ran, but I really felt like CMC got hit before he made that catch. So I felt like it should have been a pass interference. But yeah. Why did we release Perryman? Couldn't stay healthy. He couldn't stay healthy, and I think he kind of turned out to be a little bit of a liability for our team. But I think a main reason behind it, Cream Biggums, was he couldn't stay healthy. He couldn't stay healthy. But yeah, I'm worried because I feel like we're still kind of going to Christian McCaffrey a little too much. Because like I said, we didn't see any Chuba Hubbard. We only saw Amir Abdullah get one carry. Like we need to get back to running the ball and spreading out the carries. So should we draft a middle linebacker? Honestly, yeah. That might be an idea to really, because honestly, I just don't think Jermaine Carter Jr. is there yet. I just don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's there yet. I mean, either look for one in free agency or in the draft, but I just don't think Jermaine Carter Jr. is there yet. But if anything, I just really would like to see the D-line get some pressure again. But Hassan Reddick got another sack, and Hassan Reddick better be a player they re-sign. If they don't re-sign Hassan Reddick, then Scott Fitterer needs to be fired. Probably in the second or third round. Yeah. Yeah, probably. But I do feel like the combination of free agency and the draft should be used to help fix the O-line. For sure. But I just really hope that we can bounce back and win on the road against Miami to go into the bye. If we can go into the bye at 6-6, then I think we got an opportunity to really recover, get rested up, get everybody as healthy as possible, and then try to make a run at this last ditch effort of the schedule. But I think the middle linebacker Demario Davis is on the market next year. Ooh, okay. Or whatever his name is from the Saints. But he's like 32 or 33. I mean, he's a veteran. I mean, it's always good to have a veteran presence. I mean, that's why we have Stephon Gilmore, and is somebody I think we should re-sign. Mr. Gemini says, when the offense plays bad, the defense plays good. When the defense plays bad, the offense plays good. Yeah, it's flip-flop. 2 times Bam says, Miles Hartsfield is a problem on our defense, too. I don't know who he is or where he came from. To be honest, he was actually doing well until he got hurt. He was actually doing pretty well 2 times Bam until he got hurt. So he's just got back into the lineup. It's kind of had a rough start. But before he got hurt, he was actually playing good. I will vouch for him on that. Before he got hurt, he was playing pretty good. Our Priester says, yeah, they was getting pressure at first. I don't know what happened. Yeah, they got the fumble, but yeah. What is the blame today? The blame pie. Defensive line, Dante Jackson failing on third downs, just staying on the field. True. I don't know why he played today with that club, LOL. Yeah, like I'm trying to remember if he played in the Cardinals game. I don't think he did. He might have. If he did, it was probably only a few snaps. And oh yeah, the run defense struggled as well. Good point, Gemini. If we could have stopped the run just a little bit, then I think we would have won. Yeah, Antonio Gibson kind of ate us up. He didn't get 100 yards, but he came within 5. So yeah, it was. Yeah, we got ran all over, and then Terry McLaurin just, like I said, Taylor Heineke looked like a Pro Bowl quarterback today. He looked like a Pro Bowl quarterback. Ron be signing Panthers scraps and make them goods. Yeah, I mean, I know we didn't see Curtis Samuel today and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, Taylor Heineke was a former Carolina Panther quarterback. You know, Fitzpatrick is out. He's getting the nod, and he smoked us. And who knows? That might be someone that they end up sticking with. That might be someone they end up sticking with on the Washington team. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I wonder why Chuba didn't play. Yeah. Let me let me go through and see. Let me see something. Oh, okay. Looking back at the inactives. So the inactives today were Shy Smith. So Shy Smith was inactive. Kenny Robinson was inactive. Rashawn Melvin and Phil Hoskins. Those were the only folks. Those were the only folks inactive. Mm. And John Miller apparently played today. But yeah, so I don't know why Chuba didn't play. To be honest with you, that's a good point. And like I said, Amir Abdullah only had the one carry, so pretty much a lot of the run plays were either for Cam or for McCaffrey. So it's a O line problem. No, I wouldn't say O line problem. I thought O line did manageably well today. I just feel like I just really feel like overall defense lost this game for us because defense gave up 27 points. They didn't lock down like they usually do. For them being coming into this game the number 2 ranked defense, they didn't look like it today. They flat out didn't look like it today. So, if anything, I think defense deserves the biggest amount of blame. But okay, I gotta start getting ready for Survivor Series. I'm gonna leave it open for a few last questions before I shut down for now. So if you got any more questions, fire away. Be on here for a couple more minutes. Cream Bickham says, I saw someone on YouTube call out D-Jack. Um, yeah, he got exposed. He definitely got exposed. And it was deja vu all over again from last year's Steelers game, unfortunately. It was deja vu all over. Or not Steelers from last year, but the year before. The year before. So who would I fire first? Brady. Joe Brady. Phil Snow has done enough this year. I feel like Phil Snow has done enough this year to keep his job. Joe Brady, personally, I wasn't a fan of Joe Brady even from last year. Because my thing is, Joe Brady was super duper overhyped, and the dude wasn't even an offensive coordinator at LSU. He was a passing coordinator. Not to mention, he had a moment where he was applying for supposedly being interviewed for head coaching positions, and that man is not ready to be a head coach. But Joe Brady came in very, very overhyped, all because he won the Broyles Award and won the championship with LSU because he won the award for being the best assistant coach of the year, but he was a passing coordinator. So, yeah. I just really feel like Joe Brady hasn't really done a good job of really utilizing his talent. I don't think he's done a good job of utilizing each player's talent on offense to the max. To the max. Two times Bam says, damn right we called out D-Jax. He's small, gets burned on every play. Oh, well, he runs a 4.32. We need Stephon Gilmore on the field. He's the better corner. Our thinking was speed on speed. I mean, don't get me wrong, two times Bam. He has done well, but he has his moments where he just gets exposed. And this game was one of them. Just like the Steelers game. But I mean, the dude does make good plays. I mean, I feel like when it comes to interceptions, Dante Jackson, I believe, for the last couple of seasons has been the main man getting interceptions as far as our secondary. So, I mean, D-Jack can make plays for sure. But yes, he has to be better. He has to be a little more consistent. But D-Jack has made plays. He has the potential. So would you try to trade for what would you want in the market if you was the GM? Mainly earlier this season, I would have tried to fix the O-line. Like personally, I would have loved to have brought back Andrew Norwell or brought in a Cam Robinson. Because Andrew Norwell, he's not liking it over in Jacksonville. And Cam Robinson, that could have been potentially our fix at left tackle. There's also Andre Willard we could have gotten as well. Mitchell Schwartz, which Mitchell Schwartz, because of the back surgery, would have been a risk. But, I mean, I would have really my number one priority at the time would have been fix the O-line, personally. That would have been my number one if I was the GM. That would have been the top priority for me. But the defense normally doesn't give up 3 touchdowns. Yeah, this is true. This is true. When the quarterback lobs the ball, yeah, he gets those interceptions, no doubt. I miss Josh Norman. LOL. What's his number, yo? Plus, he's from South Carolina. LOL. Josh Norman. Hold up. Wasn't Josh Norman with the Bills? Where is he at now? Anybody know where Josh Norman is? Now that I think of it, where is Josh Norman? Oh, he's with the Niners. He's with the Niners now. That's right. He's with the Niners. How's he been doing so far this season? 23 tackles. Well, 31 total tackles, 23 of them solo tackles. 5 forced fumbles. Oh, snap. And 1 interception. Ooh, 40-yard interception. Okay. Wow. But we need people who can tackle. I mean, we do, but offensive line has been an issue since Jordan Gross. Jordan Gross was the last great offensive line we had. And when I mean great, I meant consistently great. I mean, Trey Turner and Andrew Norwell were good, but we have to remember, before today, and Cam Newton's NFL career with the Carolina Panthers, he's been sacked 291 times. So we've had a decent O-line, but it hadn't been excellent. But we have not had another Jordan Gross. We haven't had another Jordan Gross. So that's the thing. And, who do we get this year? Left tackle? We got Brady Christensen in the 3rd round. And then we took a gamble on Cameron Irving. And Cameron Irving, yeah. Cameron Irving definitely ain't that guy. He definitely ain't that guy. But, hey, at least he's not as bad as Matt Khalil. That's a positive. He's not as bad as Matt Khalil. Oh, man. All right, Gemini. Take care. Good to see you. 2 times, man. I'm not sure since he got punished by Derrick Henry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did get bulldozed by Derrick Henry. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that 2 times, Bam. Yeah, he got bulldozed over. Cam Irvin trash. Yeah, he kinda is trash. Yeah. Yeah. He's pretty bad. Not Matt Khalil bad, but he's pretty bad. I would take him over Matt Khalil in a heartbeat. Because Matt Khalil, the only time Matt Khalil was good was his rookie year. And then he just, ever since his rookie year. I don't even know why we went and got him. Well, hey, maybe if he was on the line with his brother Ryan, maybe they'll gel. No, that didn't work. We should get Mitchell Schwartz. The thing with that is his health is a question, only because he's coming off of a really major back surgery. That's the only thing that's in question is his health because of that back surgery. So, yeah, free agent, yeah. Like I can understand the desire to get him. That's the one thing lingering that just makes me ask questions because he's coming off of a back surgery. But who knows? Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's good to go now. Maybe he's good to go now. He could be good to go now. I could be dead wrong. But dang, Indianapolis smoked Buffalo 41-15. Jeez. Yikes. But yeah. Oh man. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, final score. Oh, what about the Bills? They got smoked by the Colts 41-15. Bills got destroyed. Actually, let me look at the stats. Before I go, let me look at the stats of that game. I'm curious. Carson Wentz, 11 of 20, 106 yards and a touchdown. Well, he didn't get sacked and he didn't throw any picks. Not a lot of yards, but hey. Oh man. The Colts ran all over the Bills. Jonathan Taylor had 32 carries, 185 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Wow. Shoot. Maybe it's a good thing we didn't play the Colts. I mean, I know we played them in the preseason, but it's probably a good thing we didn't play the Colts during the regular season because he got 185 yards rushing and 4 rushing touchdowns. Yikes. Let's see. Ooh, Mitchell Trubisky played, but he was 3 of 5 for 19 yards and threw an interception. Josh Allen was 21 of 35 for 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Got sacked once. Not a lot out of their running game. 5 carries, 51 yards. Stephon Diggs had 2 touchdowns, 4 catches, 23 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ooh, Cole Beasley had 4 catches, 23 yards. Emmanuel Sanders, 3 and 26. Dawson Knox, 6 and 80 yards. I mean, Indianapolis only threw 106 yards passing. They didn't have to pass the ball because Jonathan Taylor ran all over the Bills' defense. So, ugh. Worldwide says maybe we can beat the Bills. I mean, it looks like isn't that 2 losses in a row? Oh no. They beat the Jets. I'm sorry. But I mean, and they did lose to the Jaguars. So I mean, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. For sure. It's definitely possible. But yeah, let me get on out of here. Final score for today, week 11. Washington 27, Carolina Panthers 21. We only have 2 wins at home this season. It's not a good look. We are now 5-6, but we got the Dolphins next week. Hopefully we can get this win, go into the bye at 6-6, get rested up, get recuperated, because that second half of our season is going to be the true test. We got 6 games left. If we're going to make to the playoffs, we need to pretty much win out. We need to really increase our chances, and we need to win out. Can we do it? Yes. Will we do it? Remains to be seen. But no matter what, keep pounding. We're going to get through this. Anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I mean, got 10 likes. Thank y'all so much for contributing. Saw some new faces in today. Welcome. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, of course. You know, everything gets archived, so feel free. And definitely share the channel if you'd like. But thank y'all so much for your support and for coming in and chatting it up, sharing in my frustrations and contributing. I always enjoy hearing from y'all. So definitely keep that up. But anyway, I need to get ready for WWE Survivor Series. Going to be watching that with my dad. But I am going to do a video for that afterwards. So when are you going to be live next? I am most likely going to be live. I'm probably going to be live Wednesday, only because I want to go ahead and knock the video out for a preview of the Panthers Dolphins game, because you know we got Thanksgiving coming up, want to be able to relax. So probably for the preview matchup with the Dolphins this Wednesday evening. So keep an eye out for that. And don't forget, hit the notification bell so you can catch every video. And yeah, couldn't get it done today, but we're going to see. We can bounce back against the Dolphins. We need to, desperately. Anyways, I'm your host, Blitzball Champ of Blitzball Gaming, Blitzball Champ Gaming, coming at you with this live episode of Carolina Panthers Talk. I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves, and I will catch y'all at the next video. Hope everybody has a blessed rest of this evening. Keep pounding, and I will see y'all very soon. Love y'all. God bless. Peace.